All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And I'm going to jump straight into this video. Lord's willing, it's edifying. Lord's willing, it's not too long. All right. This video is going to be basically about the Internet of Things, the 5G network, and of course, what it all is leading to, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. All right. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into it. All right. So the first, I want to start with this video here. It's off of RT America. It's from yesterday, January 30th, 2019. It says, phones without batteries to use Wi-Fi power instead. And I'm familiar with this technology already. I actually was privy to this probably about 2 years ago. I heard about this. I started hearing about this. How basically they have this new technology that can charge batteries using your Wi-Fi. All right, they're using the frequency of the Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi is basically frequencies, signals, and whatnot, and you can use that energy to charge things, and that's what this video is based upon. And those of us who have eyes to see, we know this is all ultimately leading up to, like I said before, the implementation, the mandatory implementation. First, it'll be voluntary, which is what you see now. The voluntary implementation of the RFID microchip, okay, which allows you to buy and sell. It's going to allow you to do multiple things, many things, But nonetheless, that is the mark of the beast that the Lord talked about in Revelations, 13 and 16, okay, which I got the scriptures, but we all know of it. But I'd seen this. This has brought it back into my mind that this is how they're going to be able to charge that chip. Okay, that is in your hand, in your right hand, your left hand, or your forehead. Okay, I was rambling, but hopefully you can receive what I just said. And by the end of this video, Lord's willing, you'll be edified and you can see even more clearly things that I'm saying. All right. So let's start with this one here. Phones without batteries to use Wi-Fi power instead. And like I said, they're going to do away with the phone and probably just put that chip in your hand, man. Put that chip in your hand. Technology. And they'll be able to charge it, and you'll be constantly connected to the Internet of Things. We are the last. You'll see. Let me not jump the gun.
Let's talk about this for a minute, because it's advancing at breakneck speed, right? So the latest.
It's advancing at breakneck speed because the devil knows he has but a short time, okay? He's going to come down with great wrath. The famine, but he has to set up that new world order, and that's what you see he's in the midst of doing. All right?
About this for a minute, because it's advancing at breakneck speed, right? So the latest, are you ready for this? Scientists say there soon is going to be a way that you can charge your phone without using batteries. Battery-less phone. So this thing, you never have to charge it. Just kind of be on. You know why? You know how it's going to charge? Are you ready for this? Through Wi-Fi. You know how we're always connected to Wi-Fi, or when we want to be connected to Wi-Fi, we're connected to Wi-Fi?
And that's why they're establishing, which I got videos on it also, they're trying to implement smart cities. You see it all around. They're putting up the 5G infrastructure. It's for this purpose. So you can be connected 24/7. And like I said, right there, they have the technology that's going to be able to charge that chip. So they'll be able to track you and keep monitor you 24/7. You'll always be connected to the internet. You will become a part. We already are a part of the Internet of Things. But you can turn your phone off. You can you can log off. But once you get that chip, you will no longer be able to log off, man. Okay? And you will be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me start this over so you can hear it.
Because it's advancing at breakneck speed, right? So the latest, are you ready for this? Scientists say there soon is going to be a way that you can charge your phone without using batteries. Battery-less phone. So this thing, you never have to charge it. Just kind of be on. You know why? You know how it's going to charge? Are you ready for this? Through Wi-Fi. You know how we're always connected to Wi-Fi, or when we want to be connected to Wi-Fi, we're connected to Wi-Fi, except when we don't want to be connected to Wi-Fi? All right, what's the catch? if you're always connected to Wi-Fi, that means other people may always be connected to you, right? Have you thought about that?
All right, Khan, that's perfect for me to shut it down. You could go rewatch the video. No need for me to play the whole video, okay? I just want to get a couple scriptures and then I'll jump back into the videos. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book." And the book that was sealed was these scriptures. But Yahushua broke the seals, okay? And revealed the secrets unto his servants, his prophets. And now we came back in a lot many of years later, and we understand the seals are removed, okay? It says, "But thou," because we are in the end, okay? It says, Daniel 12 and 4, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end," okay? And we're in the time of the end, so the seals are off. Starting with Yahushua, who you guys ignorantly call Christ. He removed the seals, okay? "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." And that's the main point that I wanted to pull out of this. It says, at the time of the end, knowledge shall be increased. And that's what you see. Knowledge is being increased at a drastic rate. Okay? Why? Because it's ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is doing it. So these people can destroy themselves. Okay? It says 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices and his technologies, his miracles. We're not ignorant of it. His 5G network, his Internet of Things, his RFID microchip. We're not ignorant of none of his devices, okay? None of his technologies, none of his miracles, okay? But with that being said, I want you to watch a couple videos. Bear with me. I got this short, maybe like 3 5-minute videos, something like that. And they're going to explain certain things, and then I might hop in if the Spirit jumps on me, all right? So this one is Internet of Things. What is IoT, Internet of Things, how it works, okay? So this is a video I found pretty edifying on the Internet of Things.
The Internet of Things, or IoT, is influencing our lifestyle from the way we react to the way we behave. From air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone, to smart cars providing the shortest route, or your smartwatch which is tracking your daily activities. IoT is a giant network.
And what allows all these things to track you and do these things that she named? Your AC, your smartphone, your Apple Watch, your phone. What allows you to do those things is the chip, the microchip. And ultimately, they're going to put that chip in your hand or your forehead, okay? And you're not going to be able to buy or sell, or you're not going to be able to navigate in this man's society without it, man, okay? You're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to do anything.
Work with connected devices. These devices gather and share data about how they're used and the environment in which they're operated. It's all done using sensors.
You see, that's the microchip. This is a microchip. That's what allows all these things to be connected. Okay? It's what's transferring the information. And you just saw they're coming out with the technology that allows this microchip, he said the phone, but ultimately the chip, to be charged 24/7 so that you can always be connected to that Internet of Things. All right?
Sensors are embedded in every physical device. It can be your mobile phone.
And you are a physical device. And they want to put a sensor in you.
Electrical appliances, vehicles, barcode sensors, traffic lights, and almost everything that you come across in day-to-day life.
Almost everything, except for you. Not yet.
These sensors continuously emit data about the working state of the devices. But the important question...
That's why they need the 5G network, because it's continually emitting information, especially once they put it in your hand, man.
Question is, how do they share this huge amount of data, and how do we put this data to our benefit? IoT provides a common platform for all these devices to dump their data, and a common language for all the devices to communicate with each other. Data is emitted from various sensors and sent to IoT platforms securely. IoT platform integrates the collected data from various sources. Further analytics is performed on the data, and valuable information is extracted as per requirement. Finally, the result is shared with other devices for better user experience. automation, and improving efficiencies.
Okay, I shut that one down. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole video. I got one on the 5G, and then I got another one that's gonna explain the Internet of Things again. Okay, the 5G. I just want you to see real quick. You brothers probably know, but for the ones that don't know, this is what's gonna allow you to, you'll see. How will 5G?
Imagine playing a
How 5G will change your smartphone and your life in 2019. And I believe Trump said that they wanted to get the that chip in the entry, the visa tracking system, the entry visa by 2020. Okay, and this is 2019, and this devil has everything set up already. The infrastructure is being built right around you in your face. Okay, he's got the technology, the capability in all the stores already. We right there, all the subway stations. It's just a matter of him flipping the switch over.
Co-op shooter like Fortnite or PUBG on a VR headset in real time with zero lag all through your phone while traveling in a fleet of self-driving cars going 200 miles an hour. Sit tight, because the future of gaming and everything else is about to change forever.
And everything else.
If you look up into the corner of your phone, you're probably used to seeing a little indicator that says 4G LTE, or 3G, or God forbid, 2G. And you've come to understand
that that's not fast enough. It's not enough speed for everyone that's going to be connected to be uploading their information. We need higher speeds, and the network has to be clean. Okay, we don't want it. They're not going to want any interference, so they're going to dead all those other frequencies. It'll probably only be 5G. They'll probably eliminate 3G, 2G, and all that stuff, and only operate on 5G, on the 5G band. That's my perception.
It probably has something to do with your phone's connection to your mobile network. The higher the G, the faster the connection. It's pretty easy to follow. The G stands for generation, and each subsequent generation refers to a specific minimum speed, connectivity, and reliability necessary to classify that network as a particular generation. 1G let us talk to each other. 2G let us send messages. 3G gave us broad data and internet, and 4G LTE made it a whole lot faster. But all that's in the soon-to-be past, because up on the horizon is 5G. And while you may be thinking that 5G is just a little faster, a little more reliable, and a little newer, it's actually a massive breakthrough that's going to change the way devices connect to the internet, and more importantly, to each other. In fact, as 5G rolls out over the next 2 years, it's going to change, well, everything with a wireless connection. Which
I believe he said over the next 2 years, which is right on line with, like I said, 2020 for the chip.
Years, it's going to change, well, everything with a wireless connection, which at this point is, well, pretty much everything.
I'll run it back to him. I thought he said.
So what's the way devices connect to the internet, and more importantly, to each other? In fact, as 5G rolls out over the next 2 years, it's going to change, well, everything with a wireless connection, which at this point is, well, pretty much everything. So what's so special about a 5G future? Well, first of all, it's fast. Like, really fast. Like 20 gigabits per second over wireless fast. Like 100 to 250 times faster than 4G. Because by comparison, 4G provides speeds, on average, of about 10 to 20 megabits a second. So that's like going from streaming one Netflix movie in HD to streaming 400 movies in 8K at the same time. And while that's really impressive,
that bandwidth, if all these people are chipped and constantly sending information back and forth, especially you see they got the technology that's going to charge it with the 5G, the 5G Wi-Fi or whatever, it'll charge your chip, and then people will be constantly sending information back and forth. Just like say you were working and you need a direct deposit, it would go directly into your chip instantaneously. You see. So that's a lot of information being sent back and forth. So they need this big. That's why they're pushing this 5G, because they have a bigger picture. Okay, they want smart cities, and in these smart cities they want smart people. Okay, and these smart people are people that are going to be chipped. Okay,
that's not the most impressive part. What sets 5G aside is its crazy low latency rate, which is the amount of delay between the sending and receiving of information. Now, 4G tends to average about 100 to 200 milliseconds, and to be fair, 100 milliseconds is...
I'm not going to play this whole thing. Like I said, you can go do your own research on 5G. It causes cancers. It's just very dangerous, man. Okay, you can do your own research on 5G. And they are rolling it out whether you like it or not. They're not asking you. They are rolling it out because they need it for the Internet of Things. So I got one more video on the Internet of Things, and then I'll bring it out anyway here while I remember. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay? And we know that mark is charagma, which is that chip, that RFID microchip. Okay? You're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to operate in this man's society without it. And we are drastically approaching it. Okay? Elder Apostle Tahar coined this year, the year of charagma. Okay? This is how it works. Internet of Things.
The Internet of Things is changing much about the world we live in, from the way we drive to how we make...
And you see, the Internet is changing the world, not just America, the world. Okay, that's why he said free or bond, small or great. Okay, it's going to try the whole world, okay? The whole world is going to be subject to this.
Purchases, and even how we get energy for our homes. Sophisticated sensors and chips are embedded in the physical things that surround us.
Sophisticated sensors and chips are embedded. The chip is gonna be embedded in you.
The Internet of Things is changing much about the world we live in, from the way we drive to how we make purchases, and even how we get energy for
how we make purchases. You're gonna make purchases with that chip. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell without it, because you're gonna have to be connected to the internet to buy or sell. And what's gonna connect you is that 5G network and then that RFID microchip.
The Internet of Things is changing much about the world we live in, from the way we drive to how we make purchases, and even how we get energy for our homes. Sophisticated sensors and chips are embedded in the physical things that surround us, each transmitting...
Are we not a physical thing?
Valuable data. Data that lets us better understand how these things work and
you see, that's why they're going to need that 5G network, because everything is sending information. The cameras are constantly sending information. Your car, the homes, the people. So that's why they need that 5G. And it needs to be clean, man.
Work together. But how exactly do all these devices share such large quantities of data? And how do we put that information to work? Whether we're improving the production of a factory, giving city residents real-time updates on where to park, or monitoring our personal health, it's the common Internet of Things platform that brings this diverse information together and provides the common language for the devices and apps to communicate with each other. The process starts with the devices themselves, which securely communicate with an Internet of Things platform. This platform integrates the data from many devices and applies analytics to share the most valuable data with applications that address industry-specific needs. Let's start with a simple example, a car. After taking a long road trip, Rebecca notices that her check engine light has come on. She knows that she needs to have her car looked at by a mechanic, but is not sure whether it's something minor or something that needs immediate attention. As it turns out, the sensor that triggered Rebecca's check engine light monitors the pressure in her brake line. This sensor is one of many monitoring processes throughout the car, which are constantly communicating with each other. A component in the car called the diagnostic bus gathers the data from all these sensors, then passes it to a gateway in the car. The gateway integrates and sorts the data from the sensors. This way, only the most relevant diagnostic information will be transmitted to the manufacturer's platform. But before sending this organized data, the car's gateway and platform must first register with each other and confirm a secure communication. The platform is constantly gathering and storing thousands of bits of information from Rebecca's car and hundreds of thousands of cars like hers.
That's why they need the 5G, and that's why they're coming out with the technology to charge through the Wi-Fi, because it's constantly going to be sending information, especially about you. It's going to be constantly sending your damn weight, your temperature, where your location. It's going to be monitoring you, man, tracking you.
building an historical record in a secure database.
That's what they want to do. They want to build a historical record on you, man, in a secure database.
Manufacturer has added rules and logic to the platform. So when Rebecca's car sends a signal that her brake fluid has dropped below a recommended level.
Anyway, man, you like I said, you guys could do your own research. I don't want to play this whole video, you know. But I'm gonna bang these three scriptures out real quick again, and I'll shut it down. It says Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Part of that knowledge is the technologies. Okay. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that Internet of Things, his 5G network, his RFID microchip, we're not ignorant of it, okay? We see it coming a mile away, all right? It says Revelations 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which is charagma, which is that RFID microchip, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man or woman or child, no one, okay, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, it was edifying. I tried to get straight to the point. So like I said, I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. If you can't see where everything is leading, then you ain't meant to see. All right. And like I always say, we almost out of here, man. Keep pushing. Shalom.